I'm Mickey, and I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time, but I haven't ever had the courage. Prior to the age of about 15, I was able to speak fluently, and I was happy and bubbly and confident. I used to love acting and drama and putting on shows for family and friends. I was bullied quite badly at school, at the start of high school for about 2 years. And this resulted in having a stutter. And it filled me with so much anger because I knew I still had the memory of what it was like to be able to actually talk fluently. And to go from that to struggling to say your own name in class was so devastating and so confusing, and it made me so angry because I knew how to talk. And they would reach out to me, or they would contact me over text and social media at home as well. So home wasn't even safe. But the one place that I did feel safe was in the school library. There wasn't any talking allowed in the library, so I felt very, very, very comfortable, and I got to lose myself in books and worlds that I felt safe in, worlds that were better than the world that I was currently living in. I was exempt from all speaking in school. I didn't have to speak in class. I didn't have to do oral exams either. At the time, it was very, very helpful because that's what I needed. But in hindsight, it probably wasn't, because I didn't have any practice or opportunity to practice speaking. At the time, I needed that. I was sent to speech therapy for quite a while, which I hated so much because I knew how to talk. I would sit and read words from a book, which again made me angry because it was treating the symptom and not the cause. Things came to a head. Well, actually, no, I went on a course called the Starfish Project, which was an intensive 3-day course in the UK, which give you tools to manage your stutter. I went on that course in 2012, and it changed my life as it taught me to embrace my stutter, not hide from it, which I have been doing for so many years. I still sometimes, even to this day, I think about words that are upcoming or that I'm going to say, and then I change them because I know that I will have a hard time saying that. So I practice now actually just saying whatever it is that I want to, and if I have a stutter, then I try and leave it. When we came to Cape Town in 2013, everything kind of came to a boiling point. The speech as I had started to affect my everyday life more so in very negative ways, and I had become an absolute recluse. I was a different person from the one that I once was. I didn't want to speak at all. And I ended up spending some time in a psychiatric hospital, which has now been one of quite a few stays. And it helped me tremendously because I was able to finally tell an unbiased third party the story that I hadn't been able to tell anyone else. And it also got me to work through the cause of my speech impediment, and that helped me tremendously. I slowly started to do things that were out of my comfort zone because I knew that was the only way that I would improve and increase my self-esteem and confidence, which I had none of, which I used to have, but I didn't have any anymore. So I joined Toastmasters, which is a public speaking group, and I gave my first speech there, which was a very memorable speech, and it went very well. I was so nervous that I actually vomited in the bathroom prior to standing up and speaking. I used to use alcohol as a crutch because when I drank alcohol, my speech was more fluent. So I became very dependent and reliant on it, drinking a lot, which is not me at all, but it helped me in social situations. But I have now stopped that. I haven't had alcohol now for almost 2 years. I did, quite a long time ago, I did a reading of my own poetry at a place called The Commons in Musenberg. Because at the time I thought that would be the hardest thing that I could ever possibly do. So if I could do that, then I could do anything almost. And I did that. I read poetry that I had written to a group of strangers and family and friends, but I had drunk quite a lot prior to that point. So even though the speech went well, I feel like it wasn't true to myself because I had consumed quite a lot of alcohol prior to that. I have spoken about this a few times, and always in person in a captive audience, or to a captive audience. I haven't ever, so this for me is something that is utterly terrifying. I've wanted to have myself filmed and talk and speak about it, but not hide my stutter. So if I do stutter, I want to keep that in, because to watch myself, I can't bear to watch myself talk at all. I find it, I know what my face sometimes looks like when I do have a block because I've spent so long hiding who I really am. So to actually do this is, well, I'm very, very, very happy, but also scared because I'm going to have to watch this back, which I don't want to do, but I will do. And just to show that, you know, what the effects of bullying can be. This is what can happen. I mean, I'm 31 now and I've had the speech impediment for a very, very, very long time, and it doesn't just go away. So even though the bullies, they may have taken a lot from me, they will never take my voice.